PGN podcast episode 68. This time around, we're doing the international version. Man, Zaza all the way in DR, still putting that work in
Mm-hmm.
so we can get the
Line never
podcast
stopped,
done.
bro. You know
How's the Wi-Fi out there? Is it fucking up
this.
or?
it's you let me know. It's good so far. You can hear me, right? You can see me clear as a whistle.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Let's say you gotta be going kind of like buffering a little bit in and out, but I mean that's okay.
All right. Let me know if it gets too choppy and we cut it we'll cut it short, but it
Yeah,
seems fair on my side. All
yeah,
right.
but we don't have to make topics today. I think Kofi did that on purpose, knowing that you're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had to do something that I was out here for. So how
Uh,
was the
I,
week besides that? You start
same
off
old
first.
shit.
How was your week?
Same same old shit. Work, gym, home. Yesterday was my son's game. Got crazy. Like my son almost fought a player. He almost got thrown out the
Jeez.
game. He argued with the
Man.
referee. Then his boy got knocked in the face, almost knocked his tooth out. Then when the kid hit my son's friend, his tooth almost got knocked out. He falls back. The guy calls traveling. He
Oh
called he
no.
called traveling instead of a foul. So yo, the dude's dad came out the stands, bro, and was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? A travel?" He's like, "Oh my tooth." So the kid's holding his mouth. He's like, "My son's
Yeah.
bleeding. My son." Yo, security guards had to come restrain him. It was insane, bro. Insane. They tried to throw him out the game. He wasn't leaving. It was a mess, bro. It was a mess.
What do you do as a dad when you see all that shit, man?
Bro, and it wasn't the first time I don't know what the referee was doing. The other kid, like they get the rebound. His son gets the rebound, and the same thing. He's like they're like swinging at him while he's trying to score. He falls and is like traveling. We're like, yo, like we didn't say anything the first time. We're like, that's kind of wild. Then another kid on the
Yeah.
team rebounds the ball. He goes to do a spin move, and the kid like trips him by accident. No, trips him. The kid
Yeah.
falls, traveling on him too. We're like, yo, what are you talking about traveling, bro? The kid's getting ripped, and then the dude was like, oh, you gotta relax. What if your kid was in the NBA and he got hit like that? Would you come out the stands? He's like, motherfucker, it's in
Yes.
the NBA. We in middle school. My son shouldn't be getting hit like that, bro. Like he shouldn't be getting abused because it's basketball. Like, come on, what is this referee doing? So, yo, bro, it was a mess. It was
Yeah.
like, and
Beach.
we were at Shabazz.
Oh,
We were at Shabazz, so Shabazz already in the building has like five, six security guards at all
yeah.
times. So, yo,
Sounds
bro,
about right.
six big ass security guards, and me and my son's friend's dad. So like I wasn't screaming at nobody, I was just standing there. But yo, he was beasting. And he's a big ass dude. And he was beasting. Yo, bro, I thought we are about to get jumped, bro. We're about to get jumped. Because security guards,
And
they're
Shabazz,
from
calm down, man.
the security guards there. They're from the hood. They're not trying to calm the kid down.
Exactly.
They get just as hyped as he is. Like, what? Say something. Say something.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yo, y'all security guards. Y'all supposed to be diffusing the situation. Y'all hyping it up.
Mm-mm.
Getting him more mad.
Yep. That's what they do.
Man.
That's what they do.
But luckily, Bad Bob's got in the middle and prevailed. But it got crazy, bro. I didn't say a word. I was just standing in between them, like, man, this is about to go down. It's about to be bad because we're outnumbered. But I wasn't gonna let him go out by
I can
himself, you know.
imagine. Nah, yeah, you gotta ride. You gotta ride it dawn, bro.
That was my week. How's
This
DR treating
sounds
you? Good.
hectic as fuck. Yo, it's
That's
great.
normal.
I pulled the Irish goodbye. Like everyone was like, "Yo, Zah, you coming into work?" I was like, "Yo, man, I can't wait to come into work." Didn't show up. Yo, where the
Oh
fuck
God.
you at? Ah, shit. I was on the plane like this, airplane mode. People hit me up, yo, Zah, you supposed to be here. Like, took a sabbatical.
you had a PTO time, right?
Oh my God, I saved up all my days for this shit, bro.
Oh damn.
I had like 10 days left. No, 15.
15? Oh, nice. How long gonna be? You going
Mm-hmm.
to come back Monday?
I come back Tuesday morning,
Oh,
because I got a
nice,
layover
nice.
in Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice. So you're gonna stay there for a day?
Yeah, be there for a bit. You know, trying to extend this as long as I can before I'm back to the grind.
Yeah, word, word. But yeah, that's dope, man. What'd you do out there? Any fucking RTVs, fat asses, like
Yeah,
out
dude,
there?
bruh, the way that they're made different out here, bro. The women are made completely different out here, man. Makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, my boy's Dominican. He goes out there to visit his family. He's like, bro,
Uh,
number one, the women are way more beautiful and they're way more cooler. They all over
mm-hmm,
here, fucking in America. Like America, they be like a five, and they're like, buy me a drink. Like out there in New York, they're mad chill.
mm-hmm.
Like, yo, what's up? Yo, let's do something. Yo, let's go to the club. Yo, da da da. They're mad chill.
Uh, yeah, love it, love it. I love it. We went doom bugging out here. Uh, Fun as shit. You get dirty, but it's all ultra fun. Then we stopped on. We had like three stops where you had like the cocoa, and they made the coffee and all that type of stuff, and then we went to the beach. Beautiful beach, bro. Beautiful beach. Oh, I love everything about it. I'm setting aside to at least come here twice a year. That's the goal. At least twice a year.
Nice. It says Saint Zaz abroad. Word up. But yeah, let's get into the podcast, man.
All
Back
right.
to go back to your fun.
Yeah. First topics. This and Stephen A. Smith and LeBron feud continues to go on. As we've been talking about it offline, it seems like Stephen A. seems to be more emotional about some of the stuff that's been happening to him than LeBron has. LeBron's just responding to
Yeah,
what you're saying. Stephen A. You has been like, "Yo, I hit him if he swung." I'm like, "Bro, stop it. Hey,
yeah.
it's like Nick Wright said. Sometimes you just gotta take the L. Just take the L. You take the L. You move on. You become a better man."
But what's the L? Like, okay, the dude, you had to take, right? You had to take that.
Hmm.
I think when everybody first watched Stephen A's take, I think everybody was just like, all right, that's Stephen A having a take. But
Hmm.
when LeBron approached him and LeBron explained why he approached him, then we saw the other side of it. Like, all right, you did say as a father,
Yep.
stop this man. That's we get LeBron's side now, and that's
Yep.
where you should have left it at. You should have left it as like, oh, you know what? I didn't see it that way. LeBron had his boom. That's it. Instead, he goes up,
Yep.
goes arena. He was
Hmm.
soft. He did was a weak move
Yep.
because I think Kofi said this in the chat. He was saying that he feels like the comments are getting to him.
Hmm.
People are like, oh, you soft. LeBron stood over you. You ain't do shit. You ain't say shit to him. But you over here on your podcast on our first take saying shit. But you ain't say it to his face. And Stephen A. had reached out to LeBron, but I feel like at the end of the day, Stephen A. He don't like you. He don't
Yeah.
want to talk to you. This has been going
Let it
on for a
go.
long time. Stephen A. mentioned it before that when they in the arena, he walks past them. He
Yes.
don't he don't want to talk to you. Don't want to deal with you. He has you in a Skip Bayless category right now. Let it go. Listen, when you reach a certain level in life, and not even a certain level, sometimes just in life in general, there's people out there that don't like me. It's what it is. They
Yeah.
may think I joke too much. They may think whatever it is. I don't fucking know. They may not just like me. Great. I got a whole bunch of people over here that love me, that are dying to chill with me, that are dying to hit me up all the time. Yo, you free this day? You free? Why do I give a fuck if they don't like me? They need to
Exactly.
grow the fuck up. I think Stephen A. just sometimes these people, right? I don't know how they grew up, but sometimes these announcers, these color commentators, they want to sit at the cool table so bad.
Hmm.
Like I'm pretty sure Stephen A. watches the barbershop and is like, damn, I wish I could be on the barbershop. Oh damn, when LeBron has like a little fucking Halloween party, damn, why am I
I
why
want
am
to
I
be
not
there.
invited? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like who cares? Because it don't make sense that somebody I just saw a clip on Twitter recently that as Stephen A. went further, what we saw where he was like, "Oh, I didn't mention you didn't go to Kobe's memorial. I didn't mention you had to do with D Wade's fucking whatever the fuck it is, whatever." And
Uh,
it shows a
yeah.
and it was a clip that someone posted up in like 2019 or 2020 that he did mention that.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old podcast. He was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna say that you didn't go to Kobe's memorial. I'm not gonna say you didn't go to D Wade's Hall of Fame induction, da da da, his statue reveal, or whatever. Like you said all this before, and
Yep.
then you say gonna get it, so you never mentioned it. Like what is this state? What is this state you have for LeBron? What has he done to you personally that you have this disdain for him? Nothing,
It's, yeah. It's kind of wild.
nothing, and it's looking bad on Stephen A. because I think we always looked at Skip as like the LeBron hater,
Yeah.
but I always feel like Skip has never mentioned any of that. Skip never mentioned him not going to the statue reveal, not going to the
Mm-mm.
Hall of Fame thing. Never mentioned him not going to Kobe's memorial. They didn't mention any of that shit. Every time I see Skip mention LeBron, it's on the court. Oh, he has no game winner. Oh,
Yep.
he's soft. Oh, he choked against the Mavericks. I never heard one time Skip mention one shit off the court. Even when the whole shit went down with Bronny, I
Yeah.
haven't heard one take from Skip about Bronny. Not one. Unless it
That's
hasn't gone
true.
viral, unless I haven't seen it. I don't know, because Skip just ain't as big as he was before. But I haven't seen it. I haven't heard about it.
Mhm. Nope.
Stephen A's the one doing it. Like, come on, dog. Like
Yep.
you looking crazy right now. And I don't know if he'll lose some fan
Bro.
base. I don't know if he'll lose fans over this, but I'm looking at him different personally. Like, bruh, what is going on here? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't know if he lose fans over this because hey, you could have a take that could hurt you. Look what happened with Skip with DeMar Hamlin. That straight ruined his shit.
Mm-hmm.
After the DeMar
Yep.
Hamlin take, Skip just went. It was a fucking. After that, it was a plane dive.
Yeah. Yep. This
So
might be
Skip,
it for Steven.
Stephen A. better hope this ain't the same thing because I don't know. I doubt it. I think Stephen A. has more cachet with people because the issue with Skip is that Skip don't fraternize with nobody. He don't go on nobody's
No.
podcast. Da da da. After he got fucking basically like thrown off the air, they started doing
Mm-hmm.
interviews with up with all the smoke and. But before that,
Mm-hmm.
Skip didn't fraternize with nobody.
Nope.
Stephen A. has fraternized with a lot of people. I give Stephen A. that he's done that for years. He's got
Yep.
on all the smoke. He's got on $1 million worth of game. He's got on Barstool. He's got on It Is What It Is. He did an interview with Cameron one on one. Stephen A.
Mm-hmm.
has done his rounds, and he has enough cachet in the bank that I think this won't affect him as much.
No.
It will affect him a little bit, but not as much as you know.
The only part I think it'll affect him as is the players don't fuck with him as much now. Now he's not getting the inside scoop
Yeah,
because you see
yeah,
like the Draymonds, you see like Chandler Fries, you see
uh huh,
whether it's high profile players, mid players, or low,
uh
they're
huh,
all like, yo, we see you in a different light. So
uh
now
huh.
you might ruin that. Yeah, the fan base, but now players aren't cool with you because they say,
Yeah,
yo, you talking about our homie like that. Even people
uh
who
huh,
don't like Bron are like, nah, I don't really fuck with Stephen A like that.
yeah,
Stephen A. So like Nick Wright said, yo, you should have just left this alone.
yeah,
Take your little loss or whatever you think it is, and
uh
keep it
huh,
pushing. You should have left this alone. But you keep bringing up, oh, he a liar. Oh, he this. Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I'm like, bro, you look crazy out here right now.
yeah. And the crazy thing is that I think the players are really signing with LeBron because LeBron don't say nothing ever. I'm saying like all that shit we heard of Pat McAfee, we never heard him say. We always thought him and Brian
Mhm.
Windhurst were tight. Find out they're not.
Oh,
LeBron LeBron always LeBron just never mentioned any of it because he's like I don't care.
yeah.
And now that
Yep.
first time LeBron's come out and said this stuff, and even when he came out against Stephen A, he didn't even come out against him in a Pat McAfee show. He
No.
was like, "Look, the dude mentioned my son, mentioned me as a father. That's why I got mad. He's gonna be happy I mentioned him. He's gonna be his tidy whities jumping up
Mm-hmm.
and down that I mentioned him. But I just stuck up for him. I stuck up for Bronny, for me, and the rest of the league, which is true because he has a point. And this is the '90s, right? And the same shit he said about
Yep.
another reporter mentioned to him Embiid. Oh, somebody his brother passing away or some shit, and it was something along the lines that Embiid used as an excuse or some shit. It was something along those lines. And LeBron mentioned that on Pat McAfee too. Like, bro, why are you mentioning his brother passing away in the locker room? What is
Mm-hmm.
going on here? What is happening? He's like, think about it. You think if Charles Oakley's brother passed away in the '90s, that a reporter would have went to Charles Oakley and mentioned his brother? Charles Oakley would have body slammed that dude right in the locker room,
Yep.
smacked the shit out of him, and every media person would have known Charles Oakley would have smacked the shit out of him. They would have never even done it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's the issue of LeBron saying, which is true. These media
Yep.
people are feeling comfortable behind that mic, feeling
Yep.
comfortable, being far away from the players, and they feel comfortable because they know that if they
Mm-hmm.
get slapped, if they get hurt, the
Pretty
NBA
soon.
is coming down on them.
Yep.
The NBA is coming down on them
Yep.
hard. And how crazy would it look if LeBron smacked Stephen A? That would look nuts.
Exactly. He lose so much, and like for what? Man, don't do that type of
Look what
nonsense.
that did to Will Smith.
Yep.
It did Will Smith horrible smacking Chris Rock. Now Will Smith would have handled it differently. Came out later on in the interview and said, "Look, I didn't like the way Chris Rock mentioned my wife, blah blah blah. Maybe we all would look at Chris Rock
Mm-hmm.
different." So when Will Smith did it the way he did it, it was like, bruh, you're twice the size of him. You did it in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You did it at the first time a black man was running the whole Oscar shit. Like
Yep.
you did it. You just did it at a wrong time. It just looked really bad on him. So it was a lose lose for LeBron. But I think LeBron came out on top with this.
Yep.
He is looking crazy.
So really
Think about
crazy.
it.
Yeah, same. Moving on, we got the NCAA mid madness tournament where there's been really no madness because all the top teams are in. Like there's no
Yeah,
16, there's no Cinderella story, there's
yeah,
no upsets. Like I'm looking at it. You got number two Alabama, number one Florida, number one Duke, number three Texas Tech, number two Michigan State, number two Tennessee, and number one Auburn, number one Houston. All the number one, two teams are in. It's like, oh,
yeah, yeah.
the tournament's all about madness. It's all about that Cinderella story. There's none of that this year. That's why the
It was
tournament.
it, it was it was almost an upset with Texas Tech, but would it have really been an upset? They were third seed.
Exactly.
Like would it have really been an upset? But um, I don't know. It's been an okay tournament. Nothing crazy. Duke just looks dominant right now. Duke just
Yeah.
looks like no one's gonna beat them right now. I mean, unless some crazy shit
Nope.
happens, that would be the upset of the tournament if Duke loses on their way to the championship or at the
On
championship.
the
That'll be the
championship.
upset because they're just looking like nobody
If-
can fuck with them. They're looking like
Yeah.
nobody can fuck with them. They're the one they're the tallest team right
Mm-hmm.
now. Their defense is nuts. Defense is
Mm-hmm.
insane. Like you can't score on them. It's looking crazy right now. Duke just looks like they're the overwhelming favorite. Maybe Houston. I don't know. I don't know who could beat them. I don't know.
Nah,
Um,
I don't think.
I don't see it
Maybe.
happening.
No, I don't see it happening either. Alabama can't beat them. This tournament, man, it's been lackluster because I don't really hear about the tournament like that. Like that's the crazy thing about it. Like I hear like, oh, it's going on, but it's like there's nothing like, yo, that shot, that shot, like, oh, and it's just been none of that. So the tournament,
Yeah,
it's not big, but I said like it's been okay. It's mid. It's not. There's no mark. There's
yeah,
no
yeah,
madness. There's no madness. So
yeah.
March Madness. March
It's been cool.
Madness.
I watched.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, for real. I watched some of it. I watched a lot of the games. Yesterday I
Mhm.
watched both games. I watched the games on Friday, but I'm watching the games. They're not exciting to me. I'm saying the Florida game yesterday was kind of crazy when I forgot who the Florida player just fucking ran back for three and did like two fadeaway threes, some crazy shit. Because Texas Tech was bodying them. bodying them, and came back. So that was a little bit exciting, but the Duke shit was boring. That shit was just an ass whooping.
Because you knew it was a wrap from the start, man. Like
Yeah,
they're
they just
just a
trashed
better
them.
team.
I mean, I knew it was, but still, it was a thrashing. It was just like, bruh. But I just think college ball like it's hard to watch because it's so organized.
Yeah.
The NBA, like you can't Euro step in college. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Mm-mm.
do like certain moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's hard. It's a tough watch from the NBA. The NBA is so different from college that it's like watching fucking two different sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Because you can tell.
yeah, but I still try to watch, especially the games recently, and I'll definitely watch the Final Four.
Yeah. Same.
See where that goes, and the championship maybe. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, the out did not really talk about here is just nothing exciting really, and I just think that here on out you're probably gonna see a lot of this happening. As
Mm.
far as the number one seeds, the number two seeds, um, going to the
Yeah.
fucking because now you have NAL deals. So a lot of the top colleges are going to be paying top dollar
But yeah, to
to
get
defend them.
the it makes sense.
Look at St. John's, they want the number two seed, and you know Pitino came out and said that he got a lot of his players through the portal, and they were older players, and you know that worked during the
Yep.
season, but it didn't work in the tournament
Gonna
because
have to go younger.
you know you got a bunch of cheap guys.
Yep.
You know they're older guys. So you got away with it because they're older and they're stronger and they've been around. They're veterans. But when you got to the nitty gritty, talent won.
Put it. Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? So this might be what it is from here on out. You know what I mean? The whoever pays the most money for these players is what's gonna be. So we'll see how it
Yep.
turns out.
Yeah, that's the way it has to go.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say on that one, and we can move on to the next topic. A great topic. Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson have both signed to the Giants, back-to-back deals. As the local Giants fan, I want to say to you, I am so proud of your signings right now that you guys have signed two, not one, but two black quarterbacks. The first in Giants history. I am in
That's kind of crazy.
2025. The Giants have gotten past themselves.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And they're looking at Shador or Cam Ward, which probably won't happen.
Hmm.
Well, me personally, I think that they signed both of them because this is starting to show that we don't know what's going to happen with these quarterbacks.
Yep.
Not even the Giants know what's going to happen with the quarterbacks. It's a really toss up right now because now the Titans have gone out their way to basically show they want Cam Ward.
Yep.
You know, they've sent
Ooh.
scouts out to his pro day. They worked with him one on one. They're like all over this guy. Now, this also could be a play for the teams below them because now whoever wants Cam Ward, they might move up and trade.
Yep.
So that could be a play. Either way, looks like Cam Ward won't be there. He's gonna go number one, number two. Now the other thing is the Giants thought that now Shador is basically like Dion's running his career. So Dion's gonna do. He gets drafted by the Browns or something like that. That he don't want to go. They're putting Eli Manning. You know, if he doesn't want to go there, now it's looking like he really wants to go to Vegas. Number one,
Yes.
you already know the inmates would run the building over there. Dion will be in there. His fucking kids will be in there. Everybody will be in there. I don't think Vegas has a problem drafting both Sanders,
Yep.
Shador and Shiloh. I wouldn't
Yep.
care about doing that. Then you have Tom Brady, who is a mentor to Shador.
Yeah, to Shador.
He has part ownership in the Raiders. So looking like Las Vegas is the ideal place. But now the issue is the Browns have come into the play now. The Browns will have no idea what to do with Deshaun Watson.
Oh,
So now the Browns might take Shador. The new rumor is catching heat is the Browns are looking to trade the second pick to the Cowboys for Dak Prescott.
yeah. Dak might go. Ooh, these are no trade clause too, so that's crazy.
So the Browns are trying to get Dak Prescott for the second pick. Supposedly for real, for real. This is basically on
Mm-hmm.
Dak and the Cowboys to make this happen. Now the issue
That'll be a
is
topic.
that the issue is that I don't know what Jerry Jones is relationship is with Dion
Mm-hmm.
because Dion wants Shador going to Dallas because now you have that whack ass coach there.
Yeah.
And he don't really have help.
And Dion's not leaving. He's signed there. He's locked in for the next 5 years. So you're not getting Dion anyway. So
And the Cowboys O line looks trash. Their running backs
yes.
look trash. They just
Yep.
have CeeDee Lamb. The other receivers
Mm-hmm.
are garbage. So do you want Shador really going there?
No.
That's probably where Jerry Jones. So this is looking crazy right now. The Giants don't have no
And
idea
they,
what's happening. And what if Deion says, "Listen, don't draft him because we will have to go to six, go to Vegas." So now the play with the Giants is what I'm seeing a lot online now is that supposedly the second round quarterbacks
yeah.
that far off grade wise.
So you
Gaylord
want to wait.
and Shador.
Okay.
So a lot of experts are saying, get Russell, stay with Jameis. Let the battle out. But looks like Russell's probably gonna be the first string. Draft Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter
Yep.
at third, which is probably looking like Abdul Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And get your quarterback second round. Just do it like that.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
So
So if the Giants were to draft Shador, would you be mad? Like I want to know. I asked a question. Like if they ended up drafting Shador, what would you say?
what I like about Shador, not only is his talent, is that he was raised right.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in the spotlight since a kid. He had
Yep.
a reality show on TV since he was literally a fucking kid.
Yep.
He's got to Colorado. He does interviews. He's very well media trained. He's not like I don't think the New York media could like affect him.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
that's the issue. That's the issue with is the second round quarterback that you're thinking of drafting could handle the New York media.
That's that. There you go. That's the thing I wanted you to talk about. I was like, I knew you were gonna get there.
So can they? Shador, yes, I have 100%. Like I'm not even questioning that part. I know he
Hmm.
can handle. I think he fits perfectly with him and Malik Neighbors. I think they're both kind of flashy players. What I like about Shador is that he's flashy, but he's not Dion flashy.
Hmm.
Dion was over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When Dion was younger, Dion used to rap and everything. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. I remember.
So Shador's not like that. Shador's probably gonna flash his little watch on the field, wear his chains on the field, but he'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Off the field, you don't hear shit about Shador. So I do like that, and I wouldn't mind the Giants drafted Shiloh too. Why not? Okay,
Okay.
you have a backup safety. Great.
Yep.
Like you could probably take Shiloh second, third round. Big deal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And have him play with his brother. So I would definitely wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind either scenario, but all I'm saying is that this draft, Joe Shade, Dable, your job is on the fucking line. Your job is on the fucking line. After fucking up with Saquon, your job is on the fucking line. If you fumble the ball and draft Abdul Carter, the second quarterback is trash, you're done. You're done. Even and if you draft Shador know how to use him, you're done.
Yeah.
Fucking done.
Yep.
So hey, they better make the right choice. That's all I fucking know.
Yeah. So the Giants have a very interesting couple of weeks coming up to the draft in April. So, time's are ticking. So when their time comes, they have a lot of things they have to look forward to.
Yeah, NFL draft's gonna be crazy this year. It's gonna be must see
Uh,
TV.
oh
Must see
yeah,
TV this year.
we might have to do a live reaction to our team's draft picks just because of that shit, man. Like, my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
So, moving on, and now my team has news. The Patriots needed a number one receiver and had the most free agency money, and they pick up Stefon Diggs, who's still recovering from an ACL injury, as a number one option.
Yeah. You're the Pats fan.
I
What do you
want
think
to say
about this one?
I understand the move, but he is hurt. He is coming off an ACL injury, and you're expecting him to be the number one target. I don't get it. I get it because you lost like the T. Higgins and then you lost a lot, but there are other people out there you could have gotten money. You could have gotten him and another person. I get we like Dre May, but we don't know when Diggs will be ready anyway. So you pretty much signed him to get him like in what, week 6 or 8. So
Uh-huh.
eh, it's just another move for the Patriots. So I can't really. Uh,
Hey, he's not
I'm
young.
happy, but that's what
Yeah.
he's been on
Yeah.
3 teams in the last 3 years. 3 teams. I think so. I don't think people understand this. And they say beggars can't be choosers, but guys, be smart about your selections. You got to realize he's going to be coming off of a injury, so now you're going to give him more targets with a player coming back from an injury. I want the logic to logic sometimes. Think NFL GMs. Think. Uh,
I don't know. I think that it was a desperate move. A desperate move.
yeah, it reeked of
Because they were
desperation.
they were they
And
were they were dying for a number one guy for Drake May. A lot of the young
Mhm.
receivers you guys had last year didn't come to fruition. They loved the
No,
Jalen Pope coming out the draft. He didn't really do much last year for you. I don't know what
no,
he's doing so far in
no.
spring training. Had a couple other guys kind of step up with some games, like Demario Douglas. I think Kendrick Bourne had a couple games. Um, Kendrick Bourne could be somebody that's a sleeper because he was the guy that was dominant actually at LSU,
Yeah,
and that was him, right? Kendrick Bourne
yeah. Andrew Bourne. Yeah.
dominant
Oh,
LSU, and I think he got hurt or something, or something controversial happened with him, and I think it was him. Was it him or was it somebody else? Was it Booty? It was some other guy.
Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, I don't know. They're all third and fourth options to me anyway. Like I love
Yeah, yeah,
it's just hard because like the people you're talking about, they're all system players. They're not guys that you can go, hey, I need 5 yards. Can you get me like 8? They're just not players like that. So, but I get why they did, and that's why you say
yeah,
it's desperation because it's like, yo, we need someone who can go out there. It's 3rd and 6. He can go get a 7. Like that, that's what
yeah,
they need. But I'm like, he's older. He's not the same player. Like if there's a
yeah,
Stephon Diggs of like 2017, we got we talking. It's been some years since that player's been there. So
yeah, yeah. But I like Drake May. He actually showed a lot last year. Drake May. He was
yeah,
good.
I like him too. He just needs to stop running. He gets hurt a lot because he's running because
Yeah,
once again the offensive line is bad. There's no receiver, so I get it. I get it. I totally get it. Oh, but that was I vented a little bit. That's my frustration with the Patriots choice. I got it, but ain't nothing I can
yeah.
do about it. So now we're going to Pepper Takes International. So the first Pepper Take is Will Smith is back with an album.
Oh
Willie
God.
Smith.
Big
he
Willie
has an album,
style.
and apparently
Big.
Will Smith's been on a little media tour.
I just,
Uh,
I just, I
Getting jiggy
just,
with it. Nah, 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 nah.
I just saw his interview actually today in the gym with Gillian Wallow. It was a short interview. I think it was like a half hour. It wasn't that long. But I think that I don't know, man. It's tough. I'm glad that he's got out there. He's trying to do his music, and he's been doing streamers too. I think he did what up EP? Happy birthday, bro.
He said happy birthday. Yeah, well, that's the last last topic. But
I think
go on.
the issue with I think the it's hard. Like we talked about it earlier. The Wolves, the Chris Rock slap, and the whole Jada Pinkett shit. Like that was wild. Like and then to me, like he was
Yeah.
rap. Like they put like a song Shade Room. That song Shade Room. They put like his lyrics
Hmm.
up, and it was like, "Oh, you tried to degrade me," and da da da. I'm like, bruh, we didn't do anything. You're the one who had a red table talk with your wife and sat there and spilled the beans to the world that y'all had a love triangle going on.
Open. Yeah.
That y'all
So
were
weird.
cheating on each other and all this shit. We didn't ask y'all to tell us that. We didn't
Not
ask you
a
to,
soul.
and we didn't ask you to slap Chris Rock. It has nothing to do with us.
Nope.
You did that stuff. So don't blame
Yeah.
us. Put yourself out there like that, and then we kind of crucify you for it. So I don't get that. Like his some of his bars that he's spitting right now, like, yo, y'all trying to kill me, y'all trying to end me, y'all trying to ban me from the Oscars. Why did we try to ban you from the Oscars? Why, Will? Maybe because you slapped fucking the host of the Oscars. We didn't just do it because we didn't like your movie, bro. You know, like,
Yeah.
dude.
He's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Wow.
But I would say this.
But like I said, he's been. Go on.
Yeah, but I would say this. Will has given us so much shit from Fresh Prince, all his movies,
Hmm.
all the entertainment he's given us over the years, and it just sucks that to see him do like maybe one or two mistakes in his life, and it just totally affect him because he was the
Always
perfect.
wanted to.
He was the he had the family, he had the money,
Hmm.
he had the looks, he had the career, he had everything. And this just showed the chink in his armor, and I think people just haven't gravitated back to him. Yeah, he has still
Yeah.
hardcore fans, because you go to his Instagram, people are still supporting him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just don't know what his tour is gonna do. I don't know what his album sales are gonna do. You know what I mean? I mean, Will
Yeah.
hasn't been hot since Big Willie style, since he did getting
Yeah.
jiggy with
I don't
it
know.
in Miami.
Yeah.
I
I
fuck
don't know
with
what's going on, but
just the two of us. The song about his son.
yeah, I remember.
I fuck with that song still. That song's fire to me. But
Hmm.
he has the soul since then. He tried after that. This is before the slap and Jada Pinkett shit. He tried with the Switch. I remember the song Switch, and he
Oh
tried.
God, yeah.
He tried with Casey and JoJo with Millennium. You know, what I'm saying? Will Millennium instead of Millennium.
Millennium, my God, that's a terrible name.
So if he didn't sell before at the peak, if he didn't sell before at the peak of his career, what makes you think he's gonna sell now? I don't know,
Yeah.
and I don't know if he even writes his
Well,
rhymes.
no, not probably not
It's
this
a
juncture
it's
in
a
his
it,
life anymore.
already come out that Nas wrote Miami. I think Nas wrote Getting Jiggy with It or some shit like that. So like
Nas
he's had.
wrote getting jiggy with it.
I think Nas wrote
Uh,
Miami though. Definitely he wrote Miami.
he wrote Miami. Okay, Nas wrote
Getting
Miami.
Jiggy with It. But I heard that Nas and
Okay,
him Nas helped him a lot on that album supposedly.
okay. Nas helped him.
Yeah.
And
So
just cruising. EP said just cruising. Nas helped him with just cruising.
yeah, I don't think Will has wrote his rhymes since he wrote Summertime and Brand New Funk and all that shit for the first album. I don't think he's wrote his
Okay.
rhymes since then. But I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe this time he said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna write my shit because." I'm trying to put out my shit. I haven't heard the album yet, which I plan to in the gym today, but it slipped my mind. Well, I'll probably give it a listen, but I'll tell you right now, if the first three tracks don't catch me, it's getting turned off.
It's over.
Right
It's a wrap.
now,
It's a wrap. First three
it's
tracks got
over.
to capture you. You know this already.
Yeah,
But like I say, he is still getting some. Like you say, he still has some hardcore fans. He now has a street named after him in Philly. So like,
yeah,
he got some. Like you said, he got his hardcore fans that still love him and stuff like that. But the future is looking a little brighter for Will. He's been doing some, he's been doing like the TikTok memes. He had the one with Ashley where they did the pose like they did when the Fresh Prince and stuff. So that stuff's always gonna get loved because we love seeing him
yeah,
interact with like the Carltons or like Ashley or any of
yeah,
those type of people. So that's always gonna be this nostalgia. So he always
yeah,
has
yeah,
that trick up his bag. But shout out to Will. We'll see how this album goes.
yeah,
And
yeah. Hey, you
next
know what?
topic.
I wish
What?
him all I wish him all the success. You know what I'm saying? I really
There you
do.
go.
I like like sometimes me and my son watch the Fresh Prince, and I'm like, damn, this shit is just so classic, bro.
There you
It's
go.
just so classic. My son, 14 years old, he laughs at all the jokes still. It's so classic, man. It's like
Timeless.
I do want him to climb back up the ladder and be up there, but sometimes, man, you have your time and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That could be it for
Yep.
Will too. Will might have just
Yep.
had his time. It was a long ass run. Might be over now. I don't know.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
he won an Oscar. He won an Oscar. So listen, if that is your last thing, you won an Oscar. Props to you, man. But moving on, we got some Marvel news. Oh God, they're getting ready for the Avengers Doomsday, and they showed a list of actors. They brought the Patrick Stewarts, the Ian McKellens. They brought back a lot of people for
Yeah, yeah,
I just felt like it was a resale for I was like, yo, I don't need that person there. I don't need that person here. They brought back the Cyclops from X-Men, the first X-Men back. I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm okay. It's 20 years too late, bro. I'm good. I'm
yeah,
good. The only person I want to see from that is Hugh Jackman. That's the it. If you want besides Wolverine, keep a
yeah,
rest.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what they're trying to do with this Avengers Doomsday thing. The first rumor was that Spider-Man was going to be a big character in Doomsday. He wasn't even mentioned in
Legend,
the list.
yeah.
So they said
Maybe
it's
they're
going to be a
waiting for
big
later.
character. Maybe they're waiting for
Hmm.
Secret Wars for that part
Yeah,
because they wanted him to be the one to unmask Doom and be like, "Oh shit, it's Iron Man," you know.
yeah,
But maybe they're saving it for the second one. But supposedly now the new rumor is that the way they're trying to go about it is there was a big series at one time in the comic books where it was Avengers versus X Men.
yes. I mean, that's I
Um,
think.
so I think that's what they're gearing up for. It looks like it because why would they have so many old X Men in there of the
Hmm.
old thing? Hey, maybe this could be. Maybe remember in Wolverine and Deadpool. Remember when that Wolverine
Oh yeah, they had
killed
all those people. Hmm.
they had the X Men all dead and he didn't save
Yep.
them. Maybe this could be a ploy into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But this could be also a thing where they
Oh,
kill
I
off
love it.
some people.
I love it.
You know, this could be also a thing where they're like, all right, kill
Some
off
people need to die.
Magneto, kill off these guys, so we can bring in the new X Men.
Hmm.
You know, kill off fucking,
Please.
kill off Thor, kill off, kill off these guys, kill them off, so that they can move on and do other movies. You know,
Yeah, and go on with their lives.
I'm pretty sure the actors are really saying like, bro, can I do another movie? Like, I'm not trying to play Thor for the next 50
For the
years.
rest of my life. Yeah.
You
Ugh.
know, but they'll come back to it. Cause look, Hugh Jackman eventually said the same thing. Hugh Jackman
The
said,
money boys there.
I want to do other movies and blah blah." Look, he came back. Because
Look at
guess
Robert
what?
Downey Jr.
Guess what, guys? The money ain't there. The money ain't there for the movies no more. Not for real movies.
Mm-mm.
The only thing that is getting the budget is superhero movies.
Yeah. Money while
Nobody
you
putting the
can.
Ain't nobody putting the budget up for no Martin Scorsese movie or all
Nice.
these movies. Like no, they don't want those movies no more. They're not trying to see another Goodwill Hunting and all that shit. They don't care. The movie studios don't care. They want. Hugh Jackman said, "Fuck it, cut the check. I'm Wolverine again.
Mhm.
Fuck it."
Cut the
But
check.
we'll see where it goes. I'm really intrigued to see where this is gonna go because
Hmm.
how you gonna sell Robert Downey as
Doctor
Doctor
Doom.
Doom now? And what is it from that? Is Doom gonna be around for Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret War, and then you kill him like you did Thanos and just end Doom? So
Ugh,
we never see Doom again. Like
please.
that's so much of a dope character. To just kill him off.
I wish Thanos would come back. I like Thanos too. Like, but
Yeah. But Thanos was in a lot of movies though, so I
yeah,
give that. He was in a lot of movies until he really came out in the last two. But
yeah,
he was planted in every movie, building
that's
up
true.
to you know. There's no build up to Doctor Doom right now.
Mm-mm.
So to have him just appear in Doomsday and appear in Secret Wars and just kill him off would be kind of crazy to me. And be like, I want Doom in more action than that, you
Yes.
know.
Yep.
And how they're gonna incorporate King? Is King just done? Like
Yeah. So.
King just done? You know. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Is got
Marvel, you better pull it
Marvel
together.
Marvel's got out of control now. They're not.
Yeah.
They're doing Blade, but not doing Blade. Moon Knight season two got canceled. The Thunderbolts doesn't look like it's gonna do good. I'll be honest.
No.
Captain America has was terrible ratings. Terrible ratings. People are loving Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been seeing with Disney Plus, right? Yeah.
People have been loving
Or
that.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, Disney Plus. They've been
Yeah,
loving
Disney
Daredevil
Plus.
Born
Okay.
Again.
They
But
had
I
a
mean,
little secret Spider-Man show too. I liked it. It was a little animated Spider-Man shows on Disney Plus. You
yeah,
watch it. It was dope.
cool. I'm a Spider-Man fan, so I liked it, but it didn't make no noise.
Mm-mm.
Talking about it, so I don't know what Marvel's gonna go from here. I think the only guy they got is Spider-Man. I feel like
Pretty
unless
much.
Spider-Man announces another movie, which what they're saying, the next
Yeah.
announcement for Spider-Man, the bad guy's gonna be the Chameleon.
Yep.
Um, once that trailer comes out, you're gonna see excitement for Marvel
Hmm.
because I think Spider-Man is the last thing they got, bro. It really is, and it's the last good movie they got. The No Way
So,
Home with all
all
the
the three.
Spider-Man. That was the last good one. After that,
Yep.
what they had? The Marvels. That shit was ass. They
Oof.
had what other movie they had? They had fucking I don't even know what they had after that. Captain
They had
America.
a
They had
lot,
a,
and it wasn't good.
the series after that, like the Scrolls with Nick Fury. That was high.
I didn't even
Like
watch
what?
that shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what they had. Agatha. Like who watched that? I think I saw recently they had season three of What
I
If. I'm like,
watched the. Did you watch? I didn't watch that. Uh,
they have the third season of. I'm like
what
third
if
season
we?
of What If. I didn't know they had a part season two. I don't know. Marvel's looking bad right now.
Me
And
neither.
listen, we mentioned it. We mentioned it before. They better get it together because James Gunn, he's coming with Superman in the summer.
Yep.
If Superman turns out to be fire, Marvel's in trouble. Marvel's in trouble. If James
Pretty
Gunn got the
much.
keys,
They got a lot of.
If James Gunn turns up DC, in trouble. Because DC already got the animated movies.
You see what he did with Guardians? Yep.
People people
You
see
see what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy. So
if and if you follow the comic book DC animated movies are fire compared to the Marvel
yeah,
animated
always
movies.
been fire.
So now DC animated movies are better, and also their live action movies are better. Marvel's in trouble. But all right, we be at 49 minutes, man. Go enjoy Dominican Republic, man.
Yeah, we already said happy birthday to EP. You saw he did a little cameo. We don't really need
Yeah,
too much more.
yeah.
We'll
Uh,
be
We
Happy
know he's
birthday to
enjoying his
him.
birthday.
Next week we'll be back and the old USNA, and we'll be back to the grind. Not looking forward to
Yeah.
this shit. Well, all right, bro. Thanks
Well,
for taking time out.
nah, man. Appreciate it, man. Yo, have fun out there, and I'll talk to you, bro.
All right, bro.